As a reminder, because the tournament is double elimination, it does mean that Oriana does have another chance at redemption. Same with Demi, same with Gogojoey. We could see them work their way back up to make it into the grand finals. It is possible. It is possible. But here we go. We are getting into our next game and spawning in the bottom right hand corner. Oh, let's go. Of Gresvan. Going for the 12 pool, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player representing Team Gosu. It is MeomaikA. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent, we have the Taiwanese Protoss representing Starlight Twinkle. So far undefeated, so far hasn't dropped a map this entire tournament. It is nice. Getting some deja vu. If you recall, Gogojoey also went for a 12 pool on Gresvan. Did also go for it, so MeomaikA looking to do the same. The reason for this is because Gresvan is the best map to 12 pool, just because the entryway into the natural is the widest out of every other map in the map pool. So because this, you have a little bit more surface area to work with. You can try to punish the gateway or the cyber core or any of these exposed buildings and try to get a little bit more damage done at the wall. Meanwhile, Nice, he scouts, he confirms the lack of hatchery, he dips into the main, he sees the Lings, and Nice, once again, he's going for a double gate opener into a cyber core. He's respecting this a lot, and he is reacting beautifully to this. Now, the difference is that MeomaikA, he doesn't have a proxy drone, or he doesn't have a proxy hatch on the way. He's throwing down an expansion here back at home, and Nice comes in for a follow-up scout. He does confirm this, but the Queen does push that probe away. Probes have been pulled as well to make sure the Zelt doesn't get surrounded. So far, a really good reaction out of Nice. He also throws down a second pylon on the low ground just in case things go awry to make sure that everything stays powered. So Nice is doing everything you should. So far, a really good reaction here, a really good response from Nice. And back at home, MeomaikA is droning. He's transitioning out of this. The 12 pool did force a reaction, and he doesn't lose anything either. So for those wondering, if you 12 pool without a proxy hatchery, so again, that's why Gogojoey doubled down and committed to an all-in. A 12 pool is typically a macro opener. The goal for a 12 pool is to force a reaction out of the Protoss, is to delay the expansion, and expose the second pylon, of course, and drone off from here. It's also why you have to be very careful with your first 10 Lings. We only have 10 Lings here for MeomaikA, because you do need these Lings to defend against the counterattack. Nice, he's moving out with his Zealots, he's moving out with his Adepts as well, and he will, MeomaikA, he's actually taking a big risk here by not keeping his Lings at home. A very bold move by MeomaikA. He's going to try to apply pressure to the Cyber Core. The Adepts have arrived, and the Lings are not here to defend. He's going to have to rely on his Queens. Adepts do make their way into the main base. They can one-shot drones. Oh, and this is doing a lot of economic damage. MeomaikA, he took a risk to go across the map, and it did not pay off. He did damage to the Cyber Core, but he didn't get the kill. There was an Adept behind this to force it back. And as things settle down, I would give the edge to Nice. I mean, he's now up to 4 Adepts. Ling speed's still on the way. Queens are being brought down. Now, the problem for MeomaikA, the biggest problem is how late his third is. His third is typically, especially when you're going for a 12 pool opener, your gas is heavily delayed. You need a third base. You need additional Queens. Tumors are being knocked down. So far, good control from MeomaikA, but this is getting out of hand. We have another 2 Adepts. Oof, Queen will get picked apart. And Nice, he is snowballing out of control. But Link speed is 5 seconds away. Is almost done at this point, and here we go. Link speed does kick in. MeomaikA goes for the surround. Adepts will shade, and we do recall the hell out of here. So Nice, he makes it back home. MeomaikA survives, but because he doesn't have a third base yet, he's behind. MeomaikA, he is currently down in workers. He's down in economy. The Lings, they do get another surround there. Oh my god. Catching nice, not looking. A very good trade for Meo. Once again, he wants those adepts. Up, he gets them. He gets it around, he gets two adepts. He floods into the natural base. Nice, just a little bit too cavalier. A little bit too adventurous with his units. He is going to be losing a lot of probes. And earlier, I was talking about, merely seconds ago, I was talking about how MeomaikA was behind. Suddenly, MeomaikA, he makes magic happen. He gets 7 probe kills, and he's droning heavily back at home, up to 40. Third base is on the way. Lair, second gas geyser, and we're taking up into that lair. So, yeah, really nicely done here by MeomaikA. Things were looking a little bit dire for him, but he's come back. Not just by shutting down all those deaths, but also by getting some economic damage done as well. Now, nice, he isn't too far behind though. Like, he's getting his third. His third is on par with the third of MeomaikA for the most part, which is a little bit concerning. It has to move out. Once again, the Lings, they do catch them. It looks like 2 of these adepts are going to be able to commit to the shade. At the same time, 2 oracles make it into the main base. There is a spore crawler, but they don't care about the spore. 4 drones go down. Adepts do get cleaned up. Nice, fighting back hard. And MeomaikA, with that fast Slayer, is going for a fast Hydra Den. Because it's MeomaikA, Ling Hydra is what he wants. That's what he likes. That's what he goes for. But it has been scouted. That's the important part. Nice is able to scout and confirm the Hydra Den that's on the way. Meanwhile, the Mass Ling, because the Adepts just went down, this third base is looking pretty exposed. And here we go. The Lings are getting on top of the shield battery. Shield battery is going to go down, but the Oracle comes back home. Oof. There we go. MeomaikA just focusing down the shield batteries before he gets the hell out of there. Things are forced back for the time being. Hydras are moving out across the map as well. Very, very crisp timing here from MeomaikA. Pushing out with Ling Hydra. Cutting workers here at 43. And without shield batteries, that means there's no overcharge. Here we go. Ling's coming from behind. 2 coming from behind. The oracles are being sniped. And the setup here from MeomaikA was insane. Now there is potential for overcharge. Overcharge is going to keep, well, he's going to try to keep some of these units alive, but the DPS is too high. Oof. DPS was too high, but we do have reinforcements coming in. MeomaikA's forced back for now, but the overcharge does now run out. And he is all in, and MeomaikA is not stopping. He focuses down every single one of these units, and it looks like MeomaikA has done it. He's broken the third base. And from here, he can break the natural. Overcharge is still on cooldown. And Immortal is coming up, but Immortal is not ideal against Ling Hydra. It's better than nothing, don't get me wrong, but... yeah, we do see MeomaikA pushing forward. Good target firing on the Hydras. The Lings are getting in. We're slowly working on the wall. The gateway is going to fall. Now the Lings, they bust on forward, looking for surround on that Immortal. GG gets called, and MeomaikA will take game number 1. Whew. Jesus. But that was a close one. That was very back and forth. At times, you know, one player had a lead, then at times the other did. Nice initially had a really good response and reaction to the 12 pool. He was able to shut it down pretty well, and it was doing well across the map as well, harassing and killing the queen. But it was in the aftermath of the 12 pool when, at the time, Nice was trying to get his third up and running, was caught exposed with his adepts as he did move outside of his natural wall. He got surrounded. Suddenly, the Lings flooded in, and yeah, MeomaikA was able to trade efficiently with his Lings, able to bring him back. Bring it all back for himself. now getting ready for our next game. Oh, alright. Here we go. Players just getting that lobby ready. Oh, and we're just catching up with the bracket as well. Looks like Oriana seems to be AFK, so there may be a walkover, which would be a shame. There may be a walkover in favor of Demi, as the countdown timer is coming in. Oh, the first Quackers were just posted. The Quackers for August. We're in September. Oh my god, time flies. We're flying, but the lobby has been made. I don't want to be left behind. Wow, Werehog is catching up. Oh my god. Werehog, he got 11 firsts this month, and he's almost neck and neck with Frost. Impressive. Impressive, Werehog. I don't know if he's in the chat, but very impressive. He always comes first. And here we go. We are now getting into our next game and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. Oh, okay. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Altitude, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player representing Team Gosu. It is MeomaikA. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Taiwanese Protoss, the best player in all of Taiwan. Representing Starlight Twinkle, it is Nice. Here we go. Catching up. And for the time being, MeomaikA. Oh my, he's crazy. Sorry, I was catching up in chat. I was a little bit distracted, but MeomaikA, he is doing something he typically doesn't do, which is play standard and go for a hatch first. Oh, he's lost his mind. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. I'm like, he doesn't hatch first. Something else has to be going on, and he's going to be going for a proxy hatchery across the map. Did delay his gas and spawning pool to make this happen. And is forcing a big reaction here out of Nice. Does force 5 probes off the mineral line onto that hatchery, forcing out a Zealot as well. Of course, MeomaikA should not be letting this finish. He should cancel this before it goes down. And now he's transitioning with his gas, with his spawning pool. Again, this is just to disrupt the economy here of Nice. Does cancel just in time. Whew. And we can see him even just delaying that base even longer. There it is, and now finally the base has been taken. But yeah, so the goal here was to delay the expansion, force a Zealot, delay mining time as well by forcing all those probes off the mineral line. And now MeomaikA's in a pretty comfortable position. He can't really be punished too hard. So if you're wondering, like, the way that MeomaikA could have been punished here is that this Zealot moves out, the Adept moves out, and we can try to get some economic damage, especially because the Queens and Lings are delayed. Like, the Queens are still not out. But because Altitude is such a large map, the rush distance by ground is very long. It's a very long rush distance, so by the time the Adept gets here, I mean, we already have Lings, and the Queen is about to pop out, compared to a smaller map like, I don't know, say, Babylon, or even Dragon Scales. So MeomaikA is able to drone on up from this point. He's going to attempt to take a third. Adept is in position on the right-hand side, but MeomaikA, he goes for the triangular third instead. He's able to get it up and running. Behind this, MeomaikA is actually going for a very fast +1 range, which is going to be scouted. Checking the vision here. Nice. No, sorry. He did not see the Evo chamber. Did not see +1 melee. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this, Buffy. Not like this. Hasn't seen, and as a result, MeomaikA is going to be working on a pretty powerful +1 time. Or he can work on a pretty powerful +1 timing. Can go for a big Ling Flood. Back at home, Stargate opener into an Oracle. Interesting. Nice, he's throwing down a third gateway. Very fast third gate here from Nice. Typically, we don't expect that. Warp gate still on the way. MeomaikA is looking to deny a third base if possible. We have a lair in production. I'm curious as to what the lair is for. Initially, I thought we were going to be seeing a +1 Ling Flood. +1 timing here from Meo. But that lair does kind of change things. As ZvP, they're going to commit to the shade. They do get into the main base. They do get eyes on the Evo chamber. Finally, it has been scouted, and 5 drones go down, by the way. Oracle comes back in. Doesn't... Oh! He's going to be able to get one more drone in the natural. Second drone as well. 7 in total. Very nicely done here by Nice. Behind this... Interesting. He's going to take things slow. Robo and a Forge. So I say he's taking it slow. He's delaying his Twilight Council. So delayed Blink, delayed Glaives, delayed Charge. His gateway upgrades aren't quite here. And it's a Nidus all in. We have a Ling Queen Nidus all in coming in from MeomaikA. I say Ling Queen Nidus, but we only have 2 queens. So really it's just pure Ling, basically. I don't know how this is going to work. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, especially because Nice is going for his own 2-base all-in. Like, he's refusing to expand, he's refusing to take a third. And because he isn't expanding, I mean, he sees a lack of droning. I don't think going all-in is the best move for Meo, but we'll see. There it is, Nidus has been revealed. Yeah, he's droning. Okay, I think this is a wise choice. Like, you can see, Nice, he scattered the Nidus, and he is respecting it a lot. He's throwing down cannons, shield batteries, a Phoenix to kill overlords, Immortals are on the way, and Meo's just droning. He's playing with what his opponent has scattered. He's just switching gears entirely. He's throwing down a Hydrogen and a... Oh my god, he's throwing down a Hydrogen at his third and a Spire in the main. We can only really afford one, but okay. Oh my god, there are no queens in position. The Oracles, they go ham. 7 drones go down. A Spore is not enough to deter Oracles. 7 workers in total. The economy of MeomaikA not looking too great. Oh, this Ling counterattack as well. I don't think it's too ideal. I mean, he's going to get some units, but bleeds out a lot of Lings. Okay, so the Hydrogen has been scouted. You know what that means? That means we make mutants. The Spire has not been seen by those Oracles. So I love this from MeomaikA. He shows one thing, but he's really doing another. That's my read on this anyway. As the Oracles, they dive into the main. They do catch the Spire. Nice, has all the information he needs. And now, what does MeomaikA do? We already have a Phoenix. +1 air attack is on the way. I guess we are going Muta. He's got options. Does have options. 4th base is going to be cancelled. +2 melees on the way. Oh, MeomaikA heavily supply blocked. He actually can't make anything. There we go. Overlords are just now finishing up, and he's going Hydras. Yep, makes sense. His opponents is going into Phoenixes because they believe that Mutas are on the way. Lings go for another round, but this is not an efficient trade. I don't think he's going to get the Immortal, yeah. A rough loss for Meo. A lot of Lings go down. He does scout and does confirm that third. And Meo is going Ling Hydra. Which I would have liked if he had kept those Lings alive. Hydras have been confirmed. Have been seen. And here comes the ground army of Nice. It doesn't look like much, but Nice does have the supply lead. He's ahead in army supply quite heavily. We needed those lings. Nice, he's just waiting for some reinforcements. Archon is on the way. And Nice is going to back off. He's going to respect that position. MeomaikA is going to hold on 3 bases for now. Oh my god. As Nice makes his way into the main, Stasis Trap is going to get baited out. Baited out by those lings. And Meo is all in. He's going to be cutting workers here at 57. Got a 4th on the way, but it's going to be cancelled. Oh, it's going to be killed even. And it's going to end one way or another with this push. Hydra range is done. And as the Hydra's try to break on through, the Lings go down. The Zealots are getting on top of this army. Oh god, and this is just a heavy loss here for Meo. He's waddling his queens across the map, but it's not going to be enough. Nice, shuts this down. GG gets called, and we are going to the ace match. We are going all the way. Let's go. Hello, no clone in the chat. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? But GG, Nice is able to overcome the craziness that was that game. We had a lot of tech switches going on, some ill-advised attacks from Meo, just trying to just go back and forth. Remember, initially we had the Nidus Worm being thrown down, then the Hydroden, then the Spire as well. But alas, Meo was not able to really catch Nice too off guard. Nice doing a great job at just scouting, re-scouting as well, trying to get a read on what's happening. Was able to keep up, and now we have game 3. Game number 3. See you in the chat. Is that Neptune and Uranus in the background? Oh. I don't think so. I don't think that's what these 2 planets are. Maybe it is, but this is just a splash screen from ESL. This is from the ESL broadcast. It's what we used when casting DreamHack, when casting IEM. Oh. So this is StarCraft related. So I don't expect it to be planets in our solar system, but maybe it is. Here we go. Now we are getting into the final game of the series. The final game of this best of 3, and spawning in the top right hand corner of Royal Blood, we have the Vietnamese Zerg player representing Team Gosu. It is MeomaikA. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the Taiwanese Protoss player representing Starlight Twinkle. It is Nice. In chat, Hydrogen is fake. The Hydrogen would have been fake if the Spire hadn't been scouted. That's how the logic goes for Meo. If he was able to keep the Spire hidden, then he would have gone Mutas, but it got scouted, so did go Hydras instead. As MeomaikA is going to be calming down a little bit here, and he's going to be going for a pull first, something that is a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more standard for MeomaikA. A very safe opener here in the ace match. Going pull first into his hatchery. Hatchery is going to be delayed though. Pylon is thrown down, and Meo is going to be forced to expand elsewhere. we go. He is going to be taking the triangular third base instead. So, you know, a nice move from Nice. Aha. See what I did there? No, nice. Able to just disrupt the economy here of Meo in the early game. Especially considering it was a pool first opener. So it's going to be a little bit more awkward here for our Zerg player. Back at home, we're just going for a gate expand. Oh, sorry, a gate cyber expand. Very standard stuff here from Nice. Nothing too quirky, nothing too crazy. Our eyes are on Meo. What does he bring to the table here? He does like going mutas. He does like going mass muta against Protoss if he's able to. If he's able to keep it hidden. And we haven't seen him make mutas yet. So probe does come in for a follow-up scout. Obviously has these very potent 2-base Hydra timings, but we've already seen that once this series. We've already been seeing a lot of laying Hydra, and I do feel like you want to be keeping the Protoss player on their toes. You want to be keeping them unawares as to what's going on. As Nice is going for a Stargate opener once again. Here we go. We do have the first adept shading into the main base, and oh, he's gonna get 2 drones. Just 2 workers for the time being. Oh. And here it is. We are going for a very fast lair. So this could be for a couple of different things. This could be for a Nidus all in, but we only have 2 queens. No, sorry, we have 3 queens. We do have more queens than is normal here for MeomaikA, so we could be seeing a Link Queen Nidus all in. We do have Overlord speed on the way, so never mind, it is not for Nidus, it is for Dropalords instead. Okay. Meanwhile, Nice playing it out very safely. He does throw down a second pylon here at the natural wall. Could be going for a Void Ray first to deny all of the scouting, to keep MeomaikA in the dark, but he's not really too concerned with that though. Again, he's more concerned with his own would-be all-in. I mean, I'm making some assumptions here because MeomaikA, he is droning. He is saturating his bases and he hasn't made another queen. It's only 3. Void Ray does arrive, is going to shut down the Overlord. Overlord speed kicks in and we still only have 1 gas geyser. The lair is done. And we're not doing anything with it. Overlords are racing back home. And it could have been the Void Ray. Okay, there we go. Now we're going for the Hydrogen. Now we're taking the second gas geyser. I'm not sure how I feel about the positioning of the Hydrogen. It's feeling really exposed. Is feeling a little bit exposed, but the Oracle goes into the main base, gets off a Revelation, and is going to be forced back. Meanwhile, Hallucination scouts the natural base, and Nice does get eyes on the Hydrogen, is aware. Meanwhile, Dropalord is going to be missing the... Okay, there we go. Is going to be picking up these Lings, and they're going to be heading towards the natural. Void Ray hasn't spotted, so MeomaikA knows where to avoid. To where the location of the anti-air. And the 2 Oracles will dive into the main base, getting a lot of damage done. 7 workers go down. Oof, already a good amount of damage here from Nice. And Nice is going to be delaying his 3rd base, and this is looking like a 2-base all-in. I say that, we have a Forge on the way. It's going to be 5 gates in total. But I think that Nice against MeomaikA, I think this is a wise choice. You just stay on 2 bases longer. You don't take your 3rd on time. You delay it. Make sure you're safe, because MeomaikA doesn't drone up too much anyway. Lings do make it in, but they're not going to get too much done here. They get 1 probe. Yeah, only 1 worker. From here, Meo, he can scout. I mean, he's aware that there's still no expansion. He doesn't see all of the production, but sees some of it. Robotics Bay is on the way. And Meo's taking a 4th. I do think that now is a good time for Meo to just keep droning. Drone up to around 60. Because Nice isn't going all in. Like, he's just again, making sure he has a solid production in case an all-in were coming. And slowly expanding. Again, I do think this is a smart way to play against some of these C players, like MeomaikA or Joey. Just very, like, hyper-defensive play. Like, we even had 2 shield batteries, 2 pylons. Like, Nice was ready for an all-in. You know, the 2 Hydras able to force back that Void Ray. Does get it. Oh my god. Good catch here from Mio. That's definitely Neptune. I mean, it could have been inspiration for the arts. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I have to contact the artist for that one. As for now, we do see Nice just working on his splash damage. He's going to be working on Colossi. He already scouted the Hydrogen earlier. Now, I love this from Mio. He has revealed Hydras. Don't get me wrong. He has made a couple of Hydras. But if we look at the vision here, Nice, he has seen the Roach Warren, but we are making nothing but Roaches right now. Hydras are not really the main bulk of the army. There are only 9 Hydras, the rest pure Roach and a handful of Lings. Here we go, MeomaikA's pushing out across the map. He is up in army supply. He's gonna back off. He has 2 Evo chambers behind this. He's droning, saturating his 4th. It looks like he was just posturing. He did invest a lot into this army. That's the downside here, is that MeomaikA, he has a large army, but he's not gonna make use of it. Which means, again, he could have droned up a little bit better. A lot of these Roaches, they could have been drones. As MeomaikA is just cleaning up all these Roxes. Roxes? Cleaning up all these Rox. Roxes. Ah. You know, I still haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3. One day, I'll get around to it. That's Nice. Is just setting himself up on 3 bases, building up his Colossus count. Again, Colossus that aren't going to be as effective against this army. 1-1 is on the way. MeomaikA has maxed out. And he can at least deny the 4th. Ideally, of course, he wants to catch the army. Oh, good force fields as well. 3 of these Ravagers are going to go down. Good pickoffs by Nice. Now, MeomaikA, he has to make sure he doesn't make the same mistake that some of the previous Zerg players did against Nice, where he has a mid-tier army and he needs to spend it. He needs to use it and spend his bank. He needs to trade. Oof, a lot of Lings are being shaved off. We do see MeomaikA trying to deny that 4th. Good force fields. MeomaikA is forced back. As a couple more Roaches go down in the retreat. MeomaikA working on infestation pits. Looking to take on up. And he's in a bit of trouble here. Again, there are a lot of sentries available, a lot of force fields. MeomaikA trying to come in first round, but he doesn't have any Banelings. He's going for a big counterattack instead. He will get the shield batteries at least. But Nice, his army is getting stronger and stronger, pushing through the center. The Lings are doing what they can. Roach Warren is going to go down. The Hydrogen as well. MeomaikA losing a lot of his tech. Meanwhile, the Lings across the map, they did break through, kind of. Getting a couple of probes, but not too much. Yeah, as nice. He's just trading a little bit too efficiently. He's shaving off so many of those lings. Getting tech, not really losing too much at home. He does back off for now, but these have been efficient fights for Nice. He's been fighting well, trading well. And MeomaikA is hurting. He is hurting. He's working on his hive of Vipers. Vipers would be ideal, but it's going to take a while for them to come out and really impact this game. Mio is attempting to double expand. We do have the army just diving on forward. Taking down some workers, taking down the queen. Oof. And yes, some big connections here. This is not going to be an efficient fight at all for MeomaikA. The Colossus, they reign supreme as Nice is busting on through. GG gets called. There's too much Protoss. MeomaikA taps out, and Nice will take the series 2-1. GG, well played. Again, I do think Nice played really well that game, especially against MeomaikA specifically. Like, it took him he stayed on 2 bases for a long time. Just, remember, I think he went up to more than 5 gates. I think he went up to maybe 7 gateways. Robot Production, Robotics Bay, slowly taking his 3rd, slowly taking his 4th. And MeomaikA, he isn't really one to be too economic. He isn't really a player that is too greedy, so MeomaikA himself wasn't droning too much. He was prioritizing unit production, and he was falling behind as a result. He was slowly falling behind. And sure, MeomaikA maxed out, but again, it was a Lairtech army. Was a bit subpar, and with that, GG, well played, and Nice does advance on to the Grand Finals. Where he's going to be waiting for the winner of the lower bracket finals. We are going to be going on a short break before the finals to get things ready, to get things sorted, so we'll see you soon. Short break. Take this moment, hydrate, stretch your ridges, massage your marines, enjoy the duct tape, as it's been a while. Hold on. Let me get the duct tape ready. Give me some Shelby. There we go. Enjoy.